Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the USC Trojans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Vols will kick off first, and here we go. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake. And he'll be brought down at the 24. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Pulls it in, it's Bowman. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the catch. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50, they'll mark it at the 49. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Mayava. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wanted.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. The run inside. It's Miller. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Catch in the middle, it's Mosley. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. And no doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And the Trojans are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The give on the option. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Mayava. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the field goal unit is on the field. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Running inside, it's Bishop. He's stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a 1st down. It'll be 4th. The Volunteers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A booming punt, and it's headed toward the sideline. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. That's caught. It's Anderson.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Mayaba. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And they're not quite in rhythm there, it's incomplete.
It's so hard to play QB. You got all these bullets flying at you, people coming at you, and you got to know where they're running a route. Oh, and I got to get my feet perfectly set and try to make throws. So I think you can't be great at quarterback unless you get the first part secure first, and that's your feet. Get those feet nice and quiet before you throw the football.
Gets open down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down?
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Wants to throw. It's Mayava. He wants to go deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Delay to the back. It's Miller. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
So here is the Tennessee offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Vols want to crank the tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Right back to the well. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these, a big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
It's complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Miller. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
The Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. Hauls it in. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Big guy smells it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Trojans. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
Coming out with it, it's Dodson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Drills him with the stiff arm. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Quarterback making adjustments. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They want a little extra time to think over this third and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He's looking to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Volunteers decide to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Headed for the corner, it's Jordan. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the right. Complete on the comeback. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Into the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And you got to feel good about where you're at on this field, man. The defense forces the turnover, sets you up so good. Now, the whole playbook is wide open. First down, they go with the pass. I would not be surprised if they turn right around here, try to get more physical, try to run the football, and try to capitalize on this field position.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He wants it all. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That'll pull them back to within 6. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Just about set to get this second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Running inside, it's Bishop. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Here's the pressure. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
And I don't think people realize how fast windows close in sports, man. Like, it happens so fast. It looked like the QB thought he had some space, was going to go get the first down, but you got to love the speed of the defense, corralling him quickly and stopping him short of the first down.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Catch in the middle, it's Mosley.
But this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the en route there.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. On the run, it's Jordan. Finding some room. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And the Trojans trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Here's a heat. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. So So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. The offense goes back to work, and the defense is keeping them in it right now. They just really haven't gotten much done when they've had the football. Caught, and he's got room. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
The run inside. It's Bishop. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snags it over the middle. No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That gets them back to within 10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield, it's Mayaba. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Volunteers! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
To the air on second down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. Got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Jordan. Makes it past the marker. Maybe a crease. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And you'll see this with offenses sometimes, man. They make a big play. They're going to stay aggressive, but the defense did a great job. You gave up one big play. Don't give up another one. They were prepared for it. Nice job defending the pass.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, USC! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. He goes right back to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. With the draw, it's Gordon. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, obviously, this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation.
Might have a chance.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give it...
Snags it, and there's running room. Headed to the end zone. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Gonna run it. It's Gordon. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The Volunteers will hustle to the line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Vols will have it 1st and 10.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Staley. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Volunteers are flying down the field.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. On the run, it's Gordon. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. He breaks a tackle. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He's got him. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Vols! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll take this opportunity to talk things over on the sideline. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
On the ground with the counter. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Now, 4th down.
Show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle, and we knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team did, and they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really